Hello my Poke people and welcome and all to some more Sun and Moon hypening, and we have had one hell of a drop of 7 new, air quotes, interesting Pokemon. So I thought I'd tell you how they rank in terms of the most to me, and we'll go a little bit in depth and talk about each one. And let's start with 7, where I'm gonna put Togedemaru. Because effectively it's fine, it's adorable, it's got the kind of cheeks that make you want to crush it so hard it starts to bleed, but at the same time it's just the Pikachu of the generation, and when do they ever tend to amount to much? If I had to pinpoint this one, it's not an obvious real-life one-to-one, but it does have the face profile of a hedgehog, and it does seem to have the barbs that come out of it, much like the spikes on the back of a hedgehog. So I'd say it's about 80% hedgehog, 20% mousy, squirrely, generic rodency, and 100% reason to be a HM slave, which is fair enough. And it's about what you expect. And the thing is, I do love hedgehogs. What I will say for Togedemaru is that 1, its name is too damn long, and 2, is out of all the Pikachu replacements, this is probably going to be my favorite and the one that I'm most excited for. So really, not much to say. Next up then, we have Bruxish. Bruxish. Look at it! Just a week ago, I was like, you know, one of the things about Sun and Moon is that all the Pokemon are really well designed and cool, and admittedly, it's not poorly designed, but look at it! And the amusing thing about Bruxish is it's actually really quite one-for-one based on a real-life species of fish known as the lovely Malawi blue dolphin cichlid. And this thing does have lips the size of Mount Everest, the kind of lips that if they weren't a human, you'd be questioning them as to why they've not sued the crap out of their plastic surgeon. And then giving it these teeth, which it gnashes whenever it uses its psychic abilities, because it's a psychic fish, which admittedly I do like, but it gnashes those piranha-like teeth to use psychic powers, and to me, oh, that is awful. The sound of gnashing teeth cringes me the hell out. So on top of it looking just like a failed garish art project, it also just will drive me crazy if they put any of those kind of sounds in. So this thing is just, I hate it. Objectively, I don't think it's bad. I'd rather run into one of these than a love disc any day, and evolution-wise, I do think we'll see something almost Milotic level, where it really changes in one evolution and really takes on the psychic nature and gets a lot more, in fact, no. The thing is with this is that it's a physical attacker. It's a strong jaw using Pokemon, so we might actually see it evolve into even more of an evil looking colourful giant piranha type thing. Think a evil looking teethy relicanth that somebody has thrown buckets of paint on. And that's actually kind of cool, being murdered to death by something that's blinding you with its dazzling colours. I like where they're going with that. It holds you still with psychic energy and then bites you in the face. Its new ability, Dazzling, means that you can't even use priority moves against it. They just don't work. Quick attack and the like. So that's very interesting and quite a big deal for the competitive scene. So if this evolves into quite a bulky physical psychic attacker, I think we might, unfortunately, see a lot of it. So, Bruxish. Yay! Next up then, at number 5, we have Charjabug. There is so much wrong with this that it's actually kind of inconceivable. It's a car. It's a car. It's a car. It makes beep sounds when it goes into battle. It charges along like it's rolling on wheels. It's a freaking car. I mean, it's based on a beetle larva. You know, the big chunky ones that Timon and Pumbaa eat in The Lion King. But they've squared it off, given it windows, and made it just beep and charge at you. I mean, can you plug your phone into this and get a bit of battery? That would be pretty cool. I don't get it. It feels like a cruel joke, because you train in grubbing, then it evolves into this, and you're like, oh god. Oh, what have I done? And it is certainly amusing, but I think this is probably one of the most objectively bad-looking Pokemon. I mean, the one real advantage is that you could tie one of these to each of your feet, and then just roll along the ground and not have to walk anywhere. I mean, is that not super flight? That is what Charger Bugs are for, and if we don't see the Pokemon World equivalent of a Segway or hoverboard with two of these attached to your feet, then I am going to be so disappointed. I really am. But there you go. There's just not much to say, is it? It's a beetle larvae bug battery that rolls along the ground. I mean, seriously. It does have a new ability in the form of battery, which increases allies' special moves, so apparently you can just plug your phone into it, so that's pretty cool. Next up at number 4, then, we've got Drampa, the normal dragon, which admittedly is a very cool typing and something we don't really see. In fact, has there been a normal dragon before? There might not have been. At least not off the top of my head, so that's very neat. Does come with a new ability, Berserk. You get special attack boost when you hit half health, so it's kind of nice. A little bit of a effectively more effective kind of blaze type move, but a sort of all-encompassing one, and I kind of like it. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, and it's cool that it's such a friendly Pokemon. It plays with kids, and if any of them gets in danger, it blows away a building with dragon breath. Though I can't help but think that this species is monumentally stupid. It's kind of got inspirations from Chinese dragons, definitely, and definitely a cloud motif going on, which makes sense because it lives 10,000 feet above sea level. But since they can't obtain the berries that they feed on at that range, every day they descend thousands of feet to the bottom of the mountain to feed and then go back up. What the hell, Drampa? Move! Just move the house! I don't get it, lad. I really don't get it, but I do like it, alright? I think it's going to have a cool evolution. I think it will actually be a 3-stager. I think it will be, and I think it'll evolve into something really genuinely resembling a big, bulky Chinese dragon, and quite ferocious, honestly. I think it'll get longer, and maybe actually it might end up as a flying dragon if its little sort of hand cloud wings really bulk out and it lifts off the ground. I could totally see it end up floating, maybe getting levitate, and I think that would be a neat direction to take it in. Though part of me does want it to keep normal dragon just for the sake of that neat little typing there. And maybe it also could be just a non-evolver. I think it'll either be 3 or 1, and it could even be the pseudo-legendary. Imagine if Drampa was the pseudo-legendary. Oh god, woe is me. Next up, we've got Cutie Fly. I like this one. I think it's kind of adorable. Fairy Bug is very neat. That makes me excited. I like bug Pokemon in general, and I think this one out of all of them has the most potential for evolving into something quite badass. I can see it doing very much the kind of Floette Florges line and getting quite impressive and majestic towards its end. Although part of me kind of wants it to evolve into a straight up very evil, mean looking, spiky mosquito, almost kind of like Mega Beedrill but in mosquito form, and it still retains its fairy type, but it's just an evil fairy going around stabbing people. But then again, it seems to feed off excitement and happiness, and it's drawn to them and auras of goodness and Cutie Fly. How can you say Cutie Fly without saying it in that way? It's just not possible. I mean, freaking Cutie Fly. Obviously, as I said, based on a mosquito, but I think this one out of all of them has the biggest potential to evolve into something actually really quite badass. and I'm excited to see what it turns into. So yeah, I'm thinking a quite evil, mean-looking mosquito that actually is quite warm and good at heart. I think that would be a nice dichotomy. Alright then, next up we have our Island Guardian, Tapu Koko, which is it the only Pokemon with 2 separate words in its name? I feel like it might be, so that itself is kind of unique. Then we have another fairy, quite a few of them coming in, and this one is Electric Fairy. It hides in its little sort of bird image covering and then breaks out in a shower of electric and shows the cool badassery underneath, and I do really like it. I think it's a very well designed Pokemon. It seems kind of a dickhead because even though it's a Guardian, it's not going to come to your aid. It's just curious, you know, might help you, might not, see how it's feeling. Does have a new ability covering the field in electric, which will function what seems obviously to be like an electric version of Sunny Day or Rain, so that's kind of nice. And yeah, I mean, it's just cool, isn't it? Clearly based off the tribal or totem designs. It's got the kind of eagle motifs going on, very much plumage and feathers, and it's a really nice composite design, and I think they've done well with it. Having it like come together for the aerodynamicness of when it's closed, flying through the air and then bursting open to fight. Its hands also forming the beak, which is very cool. A lot of animals do depict having limbs which are designed to look like something else for the purpose of camouflage. I think it's a very, very spot-on, well-designed Pokemon. And I'm excited to see the other 3 Island Guardians now that the existence of one pretty much confirms the other 3. So yeah, Tapu Koko, a worthy Guardian for the starter island. Oh yeah, and then finally, by far and away, head and shoulders above the rest, my favorite Pokemon that we saw, Vikavolt, one of the most badass and coolest looking final form early bugs that I've seen. A lovely bug electric, which I love, obviously based on a stag beetle. I mean, it is the stag beetle Pokemon, but even if it wasn't, the long mandibles, having its flight there with its wing coverings arched upwards at that angle. I mean, it's very evidently a stag beetle. Kind of anatomically correct, honestly, not far off. And I just really love it. I mean, I don't know if I think it will probably be a physical electric attacker, which is really neat. Some high attack and speed there, and that's quite a nice little thing, because getting something that can pump out electric early on is normally a big deal in a Pokemon game, so I kind of like it. And the thing is, this thing likes to grab its previous evolution and absorb electric out of it like a battery, which is just lovely. Even the Pokemon know that they need to abuse Charge Above and just ride it places and absorb its power. Oh, fantastic. I have a feeling Vikavolt will appear on Ash's team in Alola. It seems like the kind of one, a lovely quick aerial fighter, and he's not a bug for a while, so yeah, I love this thing. There's not much to say about it. It's obvious what it is, it's obvious what kind of Pokemon it will be, but that doesn't take away that it just kind of oozes badassery. And as a lover of bug Pokemon, yeah, I'm all over that shiz. So there you go, guys. That is my initial quick analysis, interpretation of the revealed Pokemon. And honestly, I'm less impressed than I was before, but still generally overall impressed is the way to say it. I'm happy. I am. I still think Alola's gonna be amazing. So yeah, like if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Oh, goodbye.